The mountain does not move because the wind asks it to. The earth does not shift because the clouds are restless. And a Taurus does not change who they are just because the world is in a hurry. You have seen them. The people who stay calm when everyone else is screaming. The ones who keep working when everyone else has quit. The ones who look at a crisis and simply say, "We will get through this." They are the anchors of the human race. They are the ones who hold the ground when the sky is falling. But don't mistake their silence for weakness. Don't mistake their slowness for a lack of ambition. Inside that quiet, steady exterior is a soul made of tempered steel and ancient roots. Today, we are going to do something we have never done before. We are going to put the bull in the ring with every other sign of the zodiac. We are going to see how the unbreakable personality of Taurus handles the fire, the water, the air, and the earth of everyone else. We are going to see why, in the end, the bull is the last one standing. And for those of you who stay with me until the very end, I am going to reveal the one secret weakness, the single hidden crack in the bull's armor that only the most observant people ever see. If you know this secret, you can move a mountain. But if you don't, you will never truly understand the bull. The soil is rich, the gate is open. Let's talk about the power of the earth, the nature of the unbreakable. Before we look at the other signs, we have to understand the why of Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. Fixed means they are the stabilizers. Earth means they are physical, tangible, and real. When you combine these two, you get the most solid vibration in astrology. A Taurus doesn't care about what could be. They care about what is. They are the sign of the five senses. They believe in what they can touch, taste, smell, see, and hear. This makes them immune to the hype that distracts everyone else. You can't sell a Taurus a dream that doesn't have a foundation. You can't trick them with fast talk. They are the human BS detector. Their strength comes from their rhythm. A Taurus has a heart that beats at the speed of the seasons. They know that you can't rush a harvest. They know that a forest takes 100 years to grow. This patience is their ultimate weapon. While others burn out, Taurus just keeps walking. Now let's see how they match up against the rest of the wheel. Taurus versus Aries, the rock and the spark. When the bull meets the ram, it is the meeting of the first fire and the first earth. Aries wants to run. Aries wants to win right now. They are the spark that starts the fire. But the bull looks at the spark and says, "Where are you going?" The ground isn't even ready yet. Aries is a sprinter. Taurus is a marathon runner. In the beginning, Aries will always be ahead. They will have the big ideas and the loud voices. But as the race goes on, Aries gets bored. They get tired. They look for the next thing to start. The bull doesn't get bored. They have an unbreakable focus. While Aries is off looking for a new mountain, Taurus has already finished building the house on the first one. Taurus wins through sheer endurance. They don't fight the Aries fire. They just wait for it to burn out. You cannot win a fight against someone who is willing to wait forever for you to get tired. Taurus versus Taurus, the mirror of stone. What happens when two people who never move try to push each other? This is the most peaceful and yet the most stubborn match in astrology. Two bulls in a room create a circle of comfort. They will agree on the food, the music, and the temperature. They will build a fortress of luxury together. But if they disagree, the world stops. Neither will apologize. Neither will budge an inch. This is where the unbreakable nature becomes a stalemate. They are the only sign that can outweight themselves. It is a battle of silence. The winner is the one who can hold their breath the longest. Usually it ends in a draw, and they both go back to eating their favorite snacks in separate rooms. Taurus versus Gemini, the earth and the wind. Gemini is the sign of change. They are like the wind, always moving, always talking, always shifting directions. For Taurus, Gemini is exhausting. The bull watches the twins and thinks, "Why are you talking so much? You haven't actually done anything yet." Gemini tries to change the bull's mind. They use logic, they use wit, they use gossip. But the Taurus mind is a vault. Once a Taurus has decided the truth, no amount of Gemini air can blow it away. The bull breaks Gemini by being the wall. Eventually, Gemini gets bored of the silence and flies away to find someone who will argue with them. Taurus wins by remaining unchanged. They are the unbreakable reality that the fickle wind of Gemini can never conquer. Taurus versus Cancer, the fortress and the sea. This is one of the most beautiful matches. Cancer is water and Taurus is earth. When you mix them, you get fertile ground. Cancer is emotional. They are the moon, always changing phases. They feel everything. Taurus provides the bull for the Cancer water. The bull gives the crab a sense of safety that nobody else can. But if they clash, Taurus wins because of their emotional density. Cancer uses emotions as a weapon, crying, moodiness, or silence. But the bull is not easily moved by feelings. They are practical. They look at the crying Cancer and say, "I love you, but the bills still need to be paid." Taurus is the safe harbor. They break the Cancer storm by being the shore that the waves can't wash away. They are the only sign that can handle the deep intensity of Cancer without being drowned by it. Taurus versus Leo, the throne and the earth. This is a battle of fixed energies. Leo is the king, but Taurus is the land. Leo wants the applause. Leo wants to be seen. Taurus doesn't care about being seen. They care about being rich. Leo will try to dominate the bull. They will use their roar. They will use their drama. But the bull just looks at them with a blank face. You cannot perform for a Taurus if they aren't in the mood to watch. The bull breaks the Leo ego by indifference. Leo needs a reaction to survive. Taurus refuses to give a reaction unless it is earned. In the end, the Leo king realizes that they can't rule a land that doesn't recognize their crown. Taurus remains the unbreakable soil that the lion eventually has to sleep on. Taurus versus Virgo, the two masters of the garden. Virgo is mutable earth. They are the earth that is being tilled and organized. Taurus is the solid earth that stays as it is. Virgo is a fixer. They want to change the bull. They want to fix the bull's diet, the bull's schedule, and the bull's closet. Taurus hates being fixed. They like themselves exactly as they are. Taurus breaks Virgo by simplicity. Virgo overthinks everything. They worry about the details until they are stressed out. The bull looks at the stressed out Virgo and says, "Sit down, eat this, stop thinking." Taurus is the only sign that can force Virgo to relax. They win by being the unbreakable piece. They show Virgo that a garden grows better when you stop poking at the seeds every 5 minutes. Taurus versus Libra, the hammer and the silk. Both of these signs are ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, but they express it in completely different ways. Libra is air. They want the idea of beauty. They want harmony and social grace. Taurus is earth. They want the physicality of beauty. They want the velvet, the gold, and the actual wine. Libra tries to balance the bull. They try to use diplomacy to get the bull to do what they want. But the bull is a heavy weight. You cannot balance a scale if one side is a 5-ton rock. Taurus breaks Libra by being literal. Libra uses charm to avoid the truth. Taurus uses the truth like a hammer. They are the unbreakable honesty that forces Libra to stop dancing and actually stand on the ground. Taurus versus the Scorpio, the two sides of the soul. This is the great mirror. Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus on the Zodiac wheel. Scorpio is underground water. They are the secrets, the power, and the darkness. Taurus is surface earth. They are the sunlight, the fruit, and the material world. Scorpio will try to pierce the bull. They will use psychological games and intense silence to find the bull's weakness. But Taurus is too simple to be manipulated. You can't play mind games with someone who is currently busy enjoying their lunch. The bull breaks the Scorpio intensity by being obvious. Scorpio looks for the hidden meaning in everything. Taurus says, "There is no hidden meaning. I am exactly what I look like." This unbreakable transparency drives Scorpio crazy, but eventually it makes them feel safe. Taurus is the only sign that can survive the Scorpio sting without flinching. Taurus versus Sagittarius, the anchor and the arrow. Sagittarius is fire. They want to travel, to explore, and to never stay in one place. Taurus is earth. They want to build a house, plant a garden, and never leave their favorite chair. Sagittarius tries to pull the bull into the unknown. They say, let's go to Bali, let's quit our jobs. The bull looks at them and says, I have a mortgage and a dog. No, Taurus breaks the Sagittarius spirit by friction. You can't fly if you are tied to a rock. Sagittarius eventually feels trapped and runs away, but Taurus doesn't care. They stay where they are, growing their wealth and their peace. They are the unbreakable stability that the wildfire of Sagittarius can never burn down. Taurus versus Capricorn, the summit and the base. This is the power couple of the earth signs. Capricorn is cardinal earth. They are the climber. They want to reach the top of the mountain. Taurus is the base of the mountain. Capricorn works for the future. They will suffer now so they can be happy in 10 years. Taurus works for the now. They want to be comfortable today. Taurus breaks the Capricorn grind by luxury. They show the tired goat that there is no point in reaching the top of the mountain if you don't have a nice tent and some good food when you get there. Taurus is the unbreakable pleasure that reminds Capricorn why they are working so hard in the first place. They win by making the goat stop and smell the roses. Taurus versus Aquarius, the earth and the sky. Aquarius is fixed air. They are the revolutionary. They want to change the future. They want to break the rules. Taurus loves the rules. They love the tradition. They love the way things have always been done. Aquarius tries to shock the bull. They use weird ideas and radical behavior to get a reaction. But the bull is unshockable. They just look at the alien Aquarius and say, that's nice. Is dinner ready? Taurus breaks the Aquarius rebellion by consistency. Aquarius changes their mind every 5 minutes. Taurus stays exactly the same for 50 years. Eventually, the electric Aquarius runs out of battery, and the bull is still there standing in the sun. They are the unbreakable past that the chaotic future can never fully erase. Taurus versus Pisces, the rock and the mist. Pisces is mutable water. They are the dreamer. They live in a world of ghosts and feelings. Taurus is the realist. They live in a world of bricks and paychecks. Pisces tries to dissolve the bull. They use their sensitivity and their victim energy to get the bull to take care of them. And the bull does take care of them. They give Pisces the ground they need to stop floating away. But if they clash, Taurus breaks the Pisces drama with reality. Pisces says, the universe is sad today. Taurus says, no, the universe is fine. You just need to sleep and eat some protein. Taurus is the unbreakable truth that gives the mist of Pisces a shape. They win by being the only sign that doesn't get lost in the Piscean fog. The anatomy of the bull's armor. Why is Taurus so hard to break? It comes down to 3 specific psychological pillars that are built into their DNA. 1, the selective ear. A Taurus has a filter. If you are shouting at them, they aren't actually hearing the words. They are observing the vibration of your anger. They wait for the noise to stop. They don't react to emotional pressure because they don't believe emotions are facts. You cannot manipulate someone who doesn't accept the currency of your drama. 2, the sensory fortress. A Taurus finds their strength in the physical. When they are stressed, they don't go to therapy, they go to the garden. They cook a 5-course meal, they touch the bark of a tree. By connecting to the physical earth, they ground their anxiety. This makes them unbreakable because their power source is the planet itself. As long as there is dirt under their feet and food in their mouth, they are okay. 3, the slow motion strategy. In a world that moves at 100 miles per hour, the person moving at 5 miles per hour has the advantage. Why? Because they see everything. A Taurus sees the traps that others run into because they are moving too fast. They see the lies. They see the flaws in the plan. Their slowness is actually a high-level defense mechanism. You can't trip someone who is looking exactly where they are stepping. The great Taurus misconception. People call Taurus lazy. This is the biggest mistake you can make. A Taurus is not lazy. They are economical. They don't waste energy on things that don't produce a result. They won't run a race they don't care about winning. They won't argue a point that doesn't change the reality. But when a Taurus decides to work, they are a steamroller. They don't stop. They don't take breaks. They will work 18 hours a day until the job is done perfectly. Their unbreakable nature applies to their labor just as much as their personality. If you want a mountain moved, don't hire a flashy Aries. Hire a bull and give them a shovel. They won't stop until the mountain is gone. The power of the fixed earth. Being fixed means they are the keepers of the season. Taurus occurs in the middle of spring when the roots are setting and the flowers are blooming. This is the time of establishment. This is why a Taurus is so protective of their stuff, their house, their car, their clothes. These aren't just objects. They are physical proof of their existence. They are anchors in a world that is always changing. If you try to take something from a Taurus, you will see the bull's horns. This is the only time they are truly dangerous. They will defend their security with a ferocity that shocks the other signs. They are the unbreakable guardians of the material world. Taurus in relationships, the ultimate anchor. If you love a Taurus, you have to understand that they are the foundation. They aren't going to write you poems every day. They aren't going to take you on surprise trips to the moon. But they are going to make sure the rent is paid. They are going to make sure the car has gas. They are going to be there at 3 a.m. when you are sick. Their love is tangible. It is unbreakable because it is built on service and consistency. They are the only sign that stays the same person 10 years into the relationship. In a world of ghosting and situationships, the bull is a sacred promise. They are the unbreakable loyalty that every other sign secretly wishes they had. The secret weakness, the single crack in the armor. We have talked about how the bull is a mountain. We have talked about how they are iron. We have talked about how they win every battle of endurance. But even the strongest wall has a secret door. Even the heaviest mountain has a pressure point. The secret weakness of Taurus is the fear of the void. Because Taurus is so tied to the physical world, they are terrified of anything they can't touch or control. They are terrified of change that they didn't plan for. If you take away their physical security, their money, their home, or their routine, the bull doesn't just get upset, they collapse. When a Taurus loses their groundedness, they become lost in a way no other sign does. They don't know how to live in the mist. If you want to break a Taurus, you don't fight them, you just remove the earth. You change the locks, you move the furniture, you disrupt the rhythm. Without their solid ground, the bull becomes a child. They are unbreakable only as long as they have something to stand on. Their strength is their connection to the world. If you cut that connection, the mountain turns to dust. The final lesson of the bull. So, what can we learn from the unbreakable personality of the Zodiac? We learn that strength is not about being loud. It's not about being the fastest. It's about being the most real. The Taurus teaches us that if you want to survive the storms of life, you have to grow deep roots. You have to value the physical. You have to be patient. They remind us that the unbreakable soul is the one that refuses to be rushed, the one that knows their own worth, the one that stands in the middle of the field, breathing deeply, watching the clouds go by, and knowing that no matter what happens, the earth will still be there in the morning. The bull is the guardian of the now, and in the now, they are invincible. Deep wisdom for the Taurus soul. If you are a Taurus watching this, I want you to know your stubbornness is a gift to the world. Don't let people make you feel bad for being slow. Don't let people make you feel boring for wanting security. You are the glue that holds families together. You are the foundation that businesses are built on. You are the silent strength that the rest of us rely on when our own worlds fall apart. But remember, the mountain is beautiful, but it is also allowed to have a little bit of mist on the top. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to let someone else hold the shovel for a while. You don't have to be unbreakable 24 hours a day. Even the earth takes a break in the winter. Advice for the other signs. If you have a Taurus in your life, respect the pace. Don't push them. Don't try to change them. Just appreciate the fact that you have a mountain in your corner. If you treat them with respect and feed them well, they will be the most loyal, supportive, and unbreakable ally you will ever have. And if you ever find yourself lost in a storm, look for the bull. They aren't running. They aren't panicking. They are just standing there, waiting for the sun to come back out. Follow them and you will find your way home. Closing, the heart of the earth. We have traveled through the whole zodiac today. We have seen how the unbreakable personality of Taurus stands against the fire, the water, and the wind. If you are a Taurus, go to the comments right now and type, "I am the anchor." Let the world know that you are standing your ground. If you love a Taurus, go to the comments and type, "Thank you for the strength." Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are going to be diving deep into the psychology of every sign all year long, and I want you to have the map for every journey. Remember, you don't have to move the world to be powerful. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply refuse to be moved. Stay grounded, stay real, stay unbreakable.